Well, we made it. So
We made it.
yep, it's another night with the Paranormal Child Lost Limbs Foundation Radio Network. So
Yeah.
it's a little warm out
How's
here.
Robin? It
Hot.
is.
So
Yeah, I'm sure it's even hotter there because I'm sitting in the air. Um, yeah, I'm sure it's just a tad bit warm at Ashmore.
yeah, I think I sent you that picture. Yeah, it was like 99 when I walked in the motorhome.
Yeah, 99. Jeez, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it was a little warm in there.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
So hopefully it'll
it's
cool down before the evening is done. So we'll see.
I hope so. That way you can actually have a comfortable night. Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe. Oh well, it is what it is. So
How's
it's not
Robin?
much more. It's not much cooler here in the building. So
Yeah, I bet. You doing all right?
oh yeah, yep. I got my friend behind me here. So yeah.
Yep, and busy.
Yeah. Always something going on. Yeah, we have an investigation tonight with two people are wandering through the halls here at Ashmore all
Oh,
night.
nice
So
small group. That's cool.
very small. Yeah, it'll be fun for
Yeah.
them, I'm sure. Although it's pretty
Oh
warm, so hopefully they can deal with the heat and have a good night with things. So we'll see how that
Yeah.
goes. But
Yeah,
and
hopefully
how's
so.
things going there at Rhodes?
Not too bad. Busy. Still booking, and we got the public investigation this Saturday, and it's full, sold out. And we're selling tickets for August now. So anybody that wants tickets, rhodeshotel.com. And of course, end October, we have the event with two locations that people can buy tickets to. Not only here, but two houses down is the Asher Walton House. And we teamed up, and you can buy one ticket and investigate both places in one night. So there you
Yeah,
go.
that'll be kind of fun. Be able to do that. So
Yeah.
makes it convenient because they're just basically at the end of each block. They're sitting on the
Yeah.
corners. So
Yep. I'm on this
it's
corner, and they're like on the other corner right down from me. So
yeah, so it's just a matter of a short walk down there as long as it doesn't rain or snow, and
yeah,
it should be
yeah,
good.
that's true. Yeah. Well, if it snows, we can just push them down the sidewalk, and they'll just slide
Just
down.
slide it down. Yep.
Yeah.
And so it's not that far. They can, they'll be able to get down there. They won't get lost. So
Yeah, it's not far
if they
at
get
all.
lost, there's just no hope for
them. Yeah, it won't be too bad. So what have you got going on? You're pretty slammed.
Yeah, we're working on the house thing right now, and we got investigations out here Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. I don't think there's one Sunday night, but yeah, we got stuff going on pretty much all weekend, and doing that and working on the house, trying to get some of that done. So I'll work on that tomorrow some, probably early morning, just when it's not so hot. So get over there and start to do a few things. Got the electrician coming out sometime soon to just run the underground stuff. If he can trench that, run that a lot easier than I can. So I'll have him do that, and I'll do everything else after that. But it's getting there. It's like a lot slower than I wanted it to. I was hoping to be able to be inside with air conditioning stuff right now, working inside. But that didn't happen. So I got to suffer through it until we get it done.
And, hopefully it's close at least.
Yeah, well, I don't know about close, but it's getting there. So it'll probably be October or so before I really get a chance to say that we're close to being done. But when you're only working on things on weekends for the most part, and you have limited people, helping you out, so that it just it is what it is.
Nothing you can do about it. You have to travel back and forth. I mean, you've got your business you're running, and then you have to travel back and forth there, and sure.
I was trying to run the insurance office at the same time I'm over here in the motorhome, and so it's like Norma's in the office and I'm in the motorhome, and we're trying to run everything from different locations and do that. So it makes for interesting times. So
yeah. Yep. And I saw like you had the little banner running across the bottom of the screen there. So just a reminder, tell everybody, hey, go to the YouTube page and follow LLF Radio, and you can watch all these episodes that we have.
Yeah, you can just put them on your car and just listen to them all the way.
So. Yeah. Maybe we'll get up to like 40 subscribers maybe by the end of the week.
Oh, I don't know. That's pushing it.
It might be, right? I don't know.
I don't know if we could bore that many people, but yeah, that'd be good. So.
I don't know. I think we could probably bore that many people. I think we could handle that.
Well, we got these cool people on. I mean, we've got Keifer Sutherland on the night, so the numbers that just go through the roof. I mean, how many times you get Slatham and Keifer at the same time? I'm just gonna walk away and let you two ace slubs talk to each other.
Oh man, yeah.
Speaking of which, we should probably bring him in just to
let's bring him on in.
So let's see. Make sure he's still awake. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, or bore him and he runs
off.
There
he is.
What's up, gentlemen?
How are you, Josh?
What's going on, Keifer?
Nothing, boys. It's hot over here in Iowa. I'm telling you, it's hot.
It's hot over here too.
Hey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a storm rolling through though, so hopefully that brings some cooler temperatures. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Melting.
Yeah.
It's like I think I looked earlier. It was like 98 degrees here.
Oh my god!
And, with it feels like I think it's actually cooled off now. It's really only 93 here now.
Oh.
So, and with the feels like of whatever that is, 106.
106.
106.
So,
oh my god!
I'm about to put a jacket on here before too much longer. It cools off anymore.
Oh my gosh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's good to see you. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, nice last time hanging in there. Last time I saw you, you about had the poop scared out of you by Bigfoot walking. If you walked out of the bathroom,
I tell you, which was odd too, because I almost had the poop scared out of me as I'm leaving the bathroom. Right, so
that's right.
It's like almost had to turn around there, do an about face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let me go back in here. I don't think I'm quite done yet. So.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, man. That was pretty good though. Yeah. I just go into the restroom to use the restroom real quick. I come out and there's freaking Sasquatch standing right in front of me.
Going, Josh, like, whoa.
It was like the perfect moment that you got those pictures too. I was like, that was legitimate fear right there.
It was one of those you can't avoid doing this. This is just too good. So.
It was good.
So what's going on with you nowadays?
Oh, well, I tell you, like I decided it would be a good idea to redo my studio here. And that's been now, I think, like a 3-week-long process so far. I think I probably got at least a month and a half left on me. It's become a labor of love, boys. Like I'm telling you, I get these stupid harebrained ideas that I don't think it all the way through, but then I'm just tenacious enough to not quit. So
yeah, I had one of those last year. It was called building a house. So.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Get halfway through it, and you're just like, okay, I can't stop now.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just got to keep going. It is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's all that fun stuff, and yeah. So yeah. But other than that, I mean, not too much really. Just kind of gearing up for what's about to become a very busy end of summer and into the fall and all that fun stuff. So, just kind of trying to get ready for all of that.
Yeah, your buddy Richard Steph was up there recently, wasn't he?
Yeah, like he scared the crap out of me too. And he's done this twice now consecutively. I've been sitting here like because I'm doing the narrating for his book. And so I just get done like recording a chapter and I start kind of the post editing process and all that stuff. And I walked out the door just to go grab a smoke real quick. And he's walking down the damn hallway. And I was like, Jesus, like I didn't even expect he was going to be here. He came right in the back door and scared the hell out of me. So yeah, it's always good to see Richard though. So yeah.
As much as he's been there, he probably has keys to the place, doesn't he?
I'm surprised he doesn't, or at least has the code to the back door there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can at least do that for the guy. He's here enough.
Yeah, it seems like he is. Yeah,
he's a good dude. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. I always like hanging out with him. So he's fun. In fact, I think we'll see him in August up at Michigan.
Yeah. I think he's planning on going.
Yeah.
He's
So,
a good dude.
Yeah,
you
apparently.
know, you have to make it up there sometime.
I would love to. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I really need to get on that actually. So I don't know, because when are the dates this year for that?
I want to say
26th
like
to the 28th of August.
yeah, that
Of
sounds
August,
about right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be screwed on that deal too, but yeah. Just the way it kind of goes. But yeah. It's fun.
Still
Yeah.
going to be working on the studio.
At this point, yeah, like it's weird, guys, because like I have these stupid ideas, right? And it's like the other day, like, I was sitting here, and again, I was trying to do the audio stuff for Richard's book, and it was sunny outside in 80 degrees. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Slight breeze, the whole 9 yards. And I sit down to record this creepy ghost story type thing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't get in the mood for this. Like, it's too nice outside. So I'm like, what if I made the walls like, I mean, with the weird lighting and stuff behind me, you can't really tell, but it's almost like the color of like a thunderstorm, right? And so you walk in, and I want it to look like a thunderstorm. But then I also have like these weird ion generators that I'm going to be pumping throughout the room, so it's going to feel like a thunderstorm. So physically, you're going to be feeling that weird, creepy, spooky stuff as you sit down to edit and do whatever. So this is where my brain goes. You know what I mean? So I'm doing new light fixtures. I'm doing new everything. So yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I'm sure it will.
God damn it, Cynthia. Love you. Just amazing. The famous guy. Yeah, that's got to be it. The famous guy. I think I've got a collective like 4 minutes of airtime now. I think. I'm telling you, boys, I'm stepping up here. Price
sounds like that, yeah.
The price is going up now. Yeah. Oh my God.
Moving on up.
Oh boy, let me tell you.
Yeah, that's what I got a text message from Jim O'Rear years ago when I did the Ashmore States the Aftershocks episode. He's like, "See what happens? You don't agree with the producer, you don't get any airtime." So it's like, yeah, so that's what happens. It's like, when you tell Zach you don't believe it, it's like, yeah, you're done. So,
that's it. That's all she wrote.
So they put me up in Vegas for like 4 or 5 days for free. I don't care.
Hey, whatever.
So, yeah,
Vegas is
great. Have a good time.
Vegas is fun town.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
How's things going at Malvern Manor?
Good. It's been busy. It's a good busy, that's for sure. So, all the time, we have overnight guests and all that stuff. And I mean, you guys know the name of the game, so yeah, I love that stuff. Like showing people around and just talking shop, for a little bit, and then just kind of handing them the keys and wishing them the best of luck and heading for home. I like that stuff.
So tell us a little bit about the place for people that aren't familiar with it.
So as far as like Malvern is concerned, yeah, like we know the building itself was constructed. It was 1869. It was the fourth structure built in this town. So I mean, literally, the town is popping up around this place, and mainly, I mean, it's just servicing the community as a hotel, and primarily just servicing the railroad. Really, it ran as a hotel all the way up until the 1950s. So I mean, it had a really good run there. At that time, it then takes a very odd turn and becomes what we would consider to be more of like a nursing home type setting. The nursing home only lasts a couple decades, and then in the 70s, they were shut down by the state of Iowa because the hallways aren't wide enough. And this is where it becomes the group home. And the group home is servicing any form of mental disorder you could possibly imagine. Now, obviously, what they deemed a mental disorder back then is rather different than what we do today, right? So it's things that we see every day. And then, of course, you have more exotic cases, people with DID, or what we used to refer to as multiple personalities, schizophrenics, even murderers are housed here. So it's a very eclectic group of people kind of coexisting together under the same roof. And it ran as such until 2005. So it wasn't that long ago. and this building was still in full swing. So it's very odd. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of like, Malvern Manor in a nutshell, really. So it's worn a lot of different hats throughout its time. So
what are some of the experiences that you've had yourself, like after taking over?
So my biggest thing was I wanted to correlate things. We had been having experiences for sure, like physical manipulation of objects, disembodied voices, and I mean, flat out just names coming over like different devices that we were using. And it always fascinated me. So I wanted to correlate as much data as we could, and in historical fact, really. And so I invited the former nursing staff back here, right? Just kind of like walk me down memory lane. And some of the things were spot on, which was really impressive to me. It's like, oh, there's this lady named Gracie. And I had no idea that was her actual name. Now, we had obviously got that name numerous times, but we were never able to correlate anything. It turns out like this lady, Gracie, she was only in her mid 50s. I mean, she was young, really. Suffered from DID. She also suffered from schizophrenia. Very chaotic mind state. They would hear male voices coming from her room, and obviously like having a guy in a girl's room is a big time no, so they would have to go and check that out. But I mean, they would open the door, they would find it was just her, but she was able to shift and manipulate her voice to sound male, which, I mean, there are night and day differences between male and female vocal cords, so it's medically fascinating. One evening we know of, in particular, 3 nurses were sitting with her for just an hour. And during the hour, they documented 13 separate distinguishable personalities, which again is, I mean, damn near medically unheard of, really. Like the wheelhouse is 2 to 5, right? So for somebody with an affliction like this. So she's certainly tipping the scales. It almost begs the question if she could have been better serviced elsewhere, maybe in a larger facility, probably in a city somewhere. But yeah, so I mean, that was like our first really big aha type of thing. Like, oh my God, like we've been getting this name Gracie, and there was an actual patient in this room named Gracie. Like even her glasses still sit right there in that room. You know what I mean? So it's like we haven't touched anything. Like we just left it how we found it. Like, make the building as structurally sound as possible and don't touch the guts. You know what I mean? Just make sure the roof isn't leaking and the walls aren't caving in. But yeah, other than that, everybody can experience this the same way we did when we first walked into the place,
How'd you come across it?
Stupid luck. If we're being honest. So I was across the street filming my first documentary film. It was night 1 of filming. And there's this really cool place here in town. It's called the Classic Cafe. They have their own slew of paranormal happenings. And so they were kind enough to say, yeah, come on over, bring your cameras and all that stuff. And there's a bar that's attached to the Classic Cafe. And so with noise contamination and all that stuff, like we could not investigate at all. Like it was a Friday night, and apparently it had been a pretty rough week for a lot of people. So like, there was no investigating. I went outside and I was just kind of smoking what I call my angry cigarette, because I was trying to come up with a plan B. And there was this guy who was outside in the beer garden area, and he was just like, "Hey, dude, what's with all the cameras?" And I was like, "Yeah, this guy's either going to think I'm caca duty crap crazy, or he might think this is okay and kind of cool, right?" He's like, "Oh, that's interesting. I own this place. It used to be this, that, and the other." And he's like, I really don't believe in this stuff, but at the same time, he's like, there is some weird things that happen in this building that I can't really explain. I'm like, where is this place? And he's like, it's just right there across the street. I was like, pretty sure you and I just became best friends. You know what I mean? But he was kind enough to say, come on over and do your thing, whatever. And I mean, I fell in love with the building immediately, and it was kind of like this weird crossword puzzle that you had to start to put together, because he knew a little bit about the history, but he certainly didn't know specifics and things of that nature, right? So that's always been fun for me. And after about a month or two of me just kind of calling him up randomly and being like, hey, man, do you mind if I get the keys to the place? And he'd be like, oh, yeah, sure. They're right here. And I'd flip him $100, just to do it. And he's like, you don't got to do that. I'm like, I don't think you realize what you have here, sir. You know what I mean? And I was like, there are places around the country that, people pay for this stuff. He's like, really? I'm like, absolutely. I'm like, they'll come every night if you let them, And I was like, I tell you what, you open the doors up. We make it like kind of a business or whatever. Have your lawyer draw up some liability waivers and all that fun jazz, whatever you want in there. I'll show people around. I'll take the cash and I'll just run it right next door, which is where he lived at the time. And I was like, this is going to be the easiest money you've ever made in your life. You know what I mean? I didn't make a dime like the first 4 years this place is open. But it was again that labor of love. You know what I mean? It's like you feel like you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself. And I think the business itself ran for like 6 months. And I mean, it was one of those things. He gives me a phone call and he was like, hey, man, I got a new job. I got to leave the area. I'm selling my house. I'm selling the manor. I'm selling everything. I was like, why don't you just pump the brakes? Give me 3 weeks like to try to figure some crap out here. And, luckily we were able to keep the building, doing what it was doing anyway. Nobody knew this at the time. It's like I had already talked to Nick. Nick was on his way basically to Iowa. So I was like, oh God, like this is, make or break right here, boys. So it was, we were fortunate enough to keep the building up and running. So
that's cool. So he ended up selling it to you then, huh?
What's that now?
He ended up selling it to you?
Yeah, to me and like 4 other co-owners. Yes, absolutely. But yeah. So we kept it going.
That's cool that you had somebody that could come in and kind of go back and kind of take you through some of the history, some of that with the place, because some of these locations it's tough trying to find a lot of the information.
It's one of those things where, I mean, we literally had to, right out of the gate, we had to hire like a private detective, right? And just to really try to dig up some of that history. And then I was kind of trying to double check his homework too, because it's like, I want to believe you, but I just want to make sure that everything is copacetic. Like, it's very important to me that I'm not presenting people with a load of crap. Like, I don't want to sensationalize stuff. I want the building to just speak for itself. Just let it do its thing, right? And whatever happens, happens. And so, yeah, it's been weird, man. But I mean, we're still coming up with stuff. Boys, oh my gosh, crazy story. A couple weeks ago, we were doing an event, right? And had about 20 people or so in the building. I showed them around, and we were just more or less sitting in the lobby area, just kind of chewing the fat, really. And get a knock on the door, and it's 4 people that are outside. Now it's 8:30 at night, and they're like, hey, we just want a tour. I'm like, well, we're very closed right now. Like, we're doing a fundraiser for, childhood diabetes right now. You know what I mean? I'm like, these people are paying to be here. And this lady said kind of the magic word. She was like, I used to live here. I was like, in what respect did you used to live here? You know what I mean? And she said in 2005, after the building kind of stopped and fell into disuse, her and her family moved in. Now, this was a piece of history I had no idea actually happened. So from 2005 to 2010, her and her family moved in here, and they just kind of used this main area of the manor itself with the kitchen, the restroom, the sitting room, and blah, blah, blah. But apparently this studio here used to be her bedroom and all that stuff. So I was like, Jesus, a 500 square foot bedroom, lady. That's pretty impressive. Like, Jesus. Okay. But it was pretty neat kind of walking down memory lane with her. And so again, a really cool piece of history that I had no idea existed. It turns out her father passed away right there in the lobby himself, like passed away in there on hospice care. And again, like I had no idea. And I went outside with her after we were done chatting, and we were just kind of smoking a cigarette and saying goodbyes and all that. And I said, just out of curiosity, are you still in the area? She goes, oh yeah, I'm just over in Randolph. I go, oh, that's interesting. I grew up in Randolph. That's my hometown. I go, it was perfect for us kids because we were right next to the park. You know, had this brown wraparound porch, that cute little White House there. She goes, oh, that's 305. And I said, yeah, 305 East Randolph Street. She goes, that's my house. I was like, what? So like she is now living in my childhood home. And now I took over ownership here of what used to be her home. So we just kind of swapped houses there for a minute. I'm like, this is a little too weird, you know? Yeah, just bizarre stuff though, you know? That's
What are
small
the
town.
odds?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. But whatever. It is what it is. So
Whatever they are, it happened.
I was like, thank God we had cameras rolling at the time because ain't nobody gonna believe it. You know?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it was pretty neat though. But yeah.
Now you guys been doing investigations year round then?
Yes. Now obviously, I mean, you know, once November, December, and January kind of hit, February hits, it slows down significantly. Which I mean, you know, there's only one section of this building that's, you know, temperature controlled. Other than that, like upstairs, the meat and potatoes of the house, it does get pretty chilly, or like today, it's, you know, hotter than Satan's butt up there. So,
Right.
but yeah.
Yep.
That's
and
crazy though.
Marcus was actually just where's it located? I mean, we know, but where is it?
Oh yeah, so Malvern, Iowa is just in like the southwest corner of Iowa. So we're roughly 30 minutes away from Omaha, Nebraska. We're pretty close to Omaha.
So yep, it's a little ways up that way. You're not too far from Villisca, are you?
No, I mean we're only really about 30 minutes or so on the same stretch of road from Villisca. So yeah, we're pretty close.
Not far at all.
If somebody wanted to make a weekend of it, that'd be a perfect time to do it.
You know, and a lot of people do take advantage of that. They'll do Malvern one night or Villisca or whatever. I mean, even day tours, you know, they kind of travel back and forth. So it's cool. Like Johnny and I are kind of sending business back and forth to one another. And it's cool that we can do that. And, you know, initially when we started the whole business thing, you know, Johnny was one of the first phone calls I made. And I was like, hey man, like, I'm not trying to step on toes. You know what I mean? I don't want to piss anybody off. Is this cool with you? He goes, dude, there's plenty of room for everybody. We're all in this stupid crap together. I'm like, that's all I needed to hear, bud. Thank you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've got in fact, I actually talked to you when I was up in Iowa, but I've got a rack out here that we've got different places in for people come in. They're not always just going to go to one location. They're going to go to a lot of different locations. So, you know, we just like to share out the different locations and send them wherever they want to go.
Yep. And that's what we do. You know, it's pretty cool because, yeah, I mean, they will absolutely travel. They'll make a week out of it, you know? So it's pretty neat. Travel all over the place.
It's kind of funny how venue owners generally work together and share out, you know, the names of places, and the teams are like, oh, we want to be the best team out there. We don't want to be the number one. It's like, really, guys, it's like, you know, the venue owners are making money, trying to get money to, you know, to survive with their locations, and they're sharing each other's names out, but teams are just too worried about themselves. It's all about that, who gets the best image or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm telling you, the best evidence, I suppose, too. Yeah. So, and whichever one might get the next shot at trying to be on TV. I swear to God. Isn't it weird, boys? Like, that's the end game, isn't it? Like, that's the end game for a lot of people, is they wanted like a TV show. And I'm like, guys, like, I don't think you realize like how little money there is in that. You think this is going to be a life changer? No, sir. No, it's not. Like, this is not going to be a life-changing experience. Like, you're still probably will. You know, it'll probably be the wrong way. Maybe, and maybe that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, you know, most of these people that do the TV shows have to give up their day job, so to speak. And you probably would, or at least hope to God you can get your job back. Or own the place where you can walk away for a while. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
you know, talking about the locations and stuff, like I mean, we're doing an event. There's a place 2 houses down from me.
Yeah.
Like I'm on one corner, there's a house in the middle, and then there's the other place.
Yep.
And the end of October, they're just like, hey, they've been talking to me about let's do something, and we've been trying to make it work, and finally made it work.
Is that Keith?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, the Asher Walton house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I got the shirt. Yeah. Like they've been here a couple times. Yeah. Like, and we've brought up her name numerous times. So he's like, oh yeah, he's just a stone's throw away. I'm like, God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. But yeah.
All about pushing other places.
I mean, that's what it's all about, man, really. Because, I mean, just like what Hauser told me, he's like, yeah, we're all in this stupid crap together. You know what I mean? We might as well get along.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah, there's no sense trying to, hoard people. I mean, it doesn't work.
No.
We have more fun passing people's names out and things like that. Let them do it.
Absolutely. We
It's
always
awesome,
have.
you guys. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's awesome. You guys are like 30 minutes apart, man. I didn't know you was that close to Villisca.
Yeah.
So you have to you go to one, you got to go to the other. I mean, it's the same trip. It's too close not to.
Yeah, and then I mean, like, really, it's really crazy. Like, so yeah, we have Villisca on this side, Malvern kind of in the middle, and then you got Omar or Council Bluffs technically, but you got the Squirrel Cage Jail over there, 2.5 hours away. Then from me right now, you've got like the Farrar Schoolhouse, 4 hours away to Edinburgh, Manor. Like, I mean, just all this stuff sporadically placed and sprinkled throughout the Midwest here. I mean, Christ, it's easy,
Well, when I was up in Iowa last year, we visited the Field of Dreams, which isn't too far away from there either.
I remember talking to you about that too, because I was super jealous. I want to go.
Have you never been there?
No, I have not been there yet.
No.
I want to go so bad.
One thing that I would, and I don't know if he's ever done it, but I think it'd be so much fun to do, is you can rent the house and stay there.
Oh, like an Airbnb?
Yeah. And you can rent one room or all 3 rooms. And if you rent all 3, you have the place to yourself. I think it'd be so much fun just to go there and do an investigation of the field.
Yes.
And in the house. I mean,
dude.
So we should do that. We should just book that place and go up there and do it sometime.
That's a great idea too. Because I mean, oh my God, I got so many ideas. That's a great idea, though. We could totally do something like that.
I actually talked to them when I was up there. What I wanted to do, and it still could be in the works. I don't have time this year, but maybe next year I could look at it again. Is I talked to them about their ghost team, because they had that team that comes out and plays baseball. I want to bring their ghost team out against the paranormal celebrities, and I thought as a fundraiser, like for Lost Limbs or something. I thought that'd be so much fun to do.
That'd be awesome.
Do a fundraiser up there with that.
That would be so much fun.
Oh yeah, it'd be a blast. Bring the G crew in up there and
Can you imagine that?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be a mess, boys.
Well, I talked to the ghost team. The ghost team said that they'd love to do it. But because they were like, well, they weren't sure what I was talking about originally. And I said, no, I want to bring a bunch of people that were, like paranormal celebrities that have been on TV or did stuff and all, have been well known in the community. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, as a fundraiser. I said, yeah. It's like, well, that sounds like fun. So he said, let me reach out to the guys. So he did. He's like, yeah, they all said they'd love to do it. So now we just got to get the venue to agree to let us do it there. But because they played that baseball game out there last year.
Yes,
and, they're leaving that field up, but they're also leaving the original field up also.
Yeah,
and so we play on the original field.
Because I mean, now they've done like 2 professional games out there, and I mean, I don't even know where people are parking. You know what I mean? Like, what do they got for parking out there? But my gosh, you're hosting 2 MLB teams. That's got to be massive crowds.
And I mean, they've got the parking area out there. And they build a field. You can't even get to the field. You can't. Wow. I mean, they build a second field out there, and so it's pretty cool.
That is pretty sweet.
So but yeah, when I'm sitting out there and then walking around out there in the corner in the field, I'm thinking that would be so much fun to do a game out here. And so we'll have to see if I can make it. See if I can make it work. Still got the guy's names and numbers and everything. Just got to talk to him again. And I think with the pandemic stuff going on, they were a little bit apprehensive about doing anything too much. They were
Sure.
open back up now, but at the same time, it's like so. So now, but when I pulled up the brochure stuff and looked, I'm like, you can rent this place. This would be so much fun to come out here and do an investigation.
I had no idea you could rent out that house. So cool.
It'd be awesome.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think it was like $700 for the night, to rent the place out, and you have all the rooms. You just have the, basically you set the whole building yourself, the whole house yourself. And,
that could be dangerous. It'd be fun.
So yeah, camping on the field or something, and
yeah,
be fun.
Oh,
Be
bet
awesome.
you're fun, man. I would try to pitch a tent out there, like at center field. I'd do it. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
I would too. I love baseball. I love that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Lori had a question. I don't know if you've tried this or not.
Scrying mirror thing is super intriguing. Anything from that? In your mirror, and then I heard a woman in conversation, just casual, while at Velisca. I don't know the whole experiment. Yeah. So Lori, yeah. So our friend Thomas kind of approached me and approached other people about all of this, but he has these black scrying mirrors that he has, made or whatever, and his idea is to put them in different haunted locations. Velisca and Malvern obviously were the first that he went to. God dang, do you hear that?
I heard something.
Thunderstorm is ripping outside right now. I love this. Anyway, so it was crazy. So he's set them up, and I think there's like 5 or 6 now locations that are going. Now, when we initially started all of this, I have a hard time believing anything, guys, and I'll pull up a picture here, and you can tell me what you think, I suppose. I'm not sure what to believe of this, or if you can even see this properly. So
I mean, it looks like a kid or something in the picture.
Yeah, like a little girl, like a dress.
Yeah.
Maybe her arms are kind of extended outward a little bit, but yeah. I mean, certainly hairline, a dress, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's almost too good to be true, and that's why I was like, it's like I want to believe it, but I don't know. So I guess the jury's still out on that, I don't know. I want to say it's fake so bad. But I don't know, because I also don't know who the team was that actually took the photograph. It was just sent. And so I don't know any information as to who took the actual picture, what the circumstances were, what time of night this was. I mean, all that stuff that I kind of like to tear into as much as I can, but I don't know. But it was pretty weird. That's for dang sure. So I'm like, I've never seen anything like that. And that's why I was like, it's almost too good to be true, right?
Yeah, catching it in the mirror. I had somebody recently sent me a picture that they took out front of the building, and it looks like there's a full figure standing. I mean, you can see everything, like close the whole shot. I'm like, this has to be somebody in your group. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, okay, yeah. You want to sit there and say they caught this, but then at the same time, you don't want to find out 2 months away from now that it's like, yeah, it wasn't real.
Right, and, exactly.
They made you look like an idiot or like you're faking something. And it's like, that's the last thing I'd ever do.
Yeah. And that's like the biggest thing, right? It's like, I mean, you guys know this better than anybody. I mean, it's all about your reputation, your credibility, in the field.
Yeah.
I mean, you certainly don't want to tarnish that in any way. That's for sure. So yeah.
Yeah, we spend so much time trying not to let people think that we're trying to do something, and to screw it up with one thing like that.
Yeah.
It's like we found one of the girls that helps me out here found fishing line in the building recently, and she's like, I have no idea who it's like where it came from or whatever, but so she threw it away, and I said, well, I said, maybe whoever was using it as for a reenactment. I don't know. And I said, but if they were doing something with it that they shouldn't have been, it's them, not me.
That's just it. Yeah. It's kind of on them. Yeah.
Yep, I'm not putting that in, and I don't know how you do it, but I mean, I don't even put anything out. If I catch something on a camera in our building, I don't even put it out there because
Right.
I don't want somebody saying, "Oh yeah, you're just promoting your place by you're faking this or doing that." I'm like, nope, I just don't even do it.
Right. And that makes sense. I mean, really, I don't know. I think the buildings pretty much take care of themselves. You know what I mean? Like people come, they get some cool stuff, they share it with their friends and maybe talk about it on social media or what have you. And it just kind of snowballs from there, you know?
Yep. I mean,
Yep.
But yeah, I've never been one to think, oh, we should stage this or plan this. I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't sit well, you know?
I told people before. I said I drive 2 hours to come over here. If I wanted to take fake stuff, I just stay home and keep the haunted house open that I had open for 10 years. Like, so, why drive 2 hours to fake something when I can do it here? So,
That's the truth. That's the truth.
that's like when we do events, and
Oh
you
my
probably do the
gosh.
same thing that you go to. I mean, we go to events, and somebody's like, "So is this place really haunted?" I'm like, "Go ask Nick or Lee Kirkland or Jennifer Kirkland or just naming off people that have been there." I'm like, "Go ask them. They've got an unbiased opinion.
Yep.
Let find out from them what they think." I was like, "You expect me to tell
Exactly.
you no, it's not?" I said, "So it's like I wouldn't be sitting here saying no, it's not haunted. We just show up here so we can take people's money." So it's like,
Yeah. I just spent $175 on the table to lie to you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, so it's easier to show people or tell people follow YouTube or something like that. And even then, you get some of these people that post YouTube stuff. You're thinking, man, I don't think that's what that is. But
right.
And I would imagine you probably get a lot of people that send you photos, videos, EVP stuff like that they want you to listen to. And you're like, I know what that is, and you tell them, and they get all ticked off about it.
Right. Yeah. I just it's weird too because I've always liked to. I guess I don't like it, but I mean, I've always been that guy that's like, could it be this or could it be that or whatever, you know? Hey, what's up? And I don't know. So now it's weird for me too because people will come up and they'll tell me this long story. They're like, oh, my grandmother passed away and 2 days later this happened and this happened and this happened or whatever, and we snapped this photo, and this photo right here. And I swear to God, if you zoom in, they say, and you look inside of the orb and you can see grandma's face and all this. I mean, I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like I see it. I know what you're talking about, but at the same time, it's like it could be X, Y, and Z, sure. But I mean, to them, it's grandma, and who the hell am I to say it's not? You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
like, I'll just, if it's giving them solace or peace or whatever, I'll go with it for sure.
I pretty much like tell them, like, look, I wasn't there. I can't really tell you what I think it might be because I wasn't there. You had a great experience with it. I would just run with it.
Yeah, definitely.
We should be seeing you next month.
Oh my God, yeah. Dude, that's gonna be a crazy time. Over at Mackey's.
Yep.
Oh my God. It's gonna be a fun time, that's for sure. I don't even know what to expect with this, It's like Nick was like, hey, we want to do like G Crew Live. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what does that look like? What does G Crew Live mean? And so I'm like, oh God. I'm like, okay, so like they have all these ideas, and I'm like, guys, somebody's going to jail that night. Somebody's going to jail. But it's gonna be Chad. It's like everybody. Chad will get lippy or something. I don't know, man. It'll be fun. We're making memories, right? So,
I don't know. Chad may not be. I think I'd put my money on. I'd have to put my money on Hauser.
You know what? Yeah, maybe.
He's got that. He'll have that Harley look there and all. So yeah. So
people be stepping up to him all night long, be like, "Hey."
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
It'd be fun. I'll just be in the corner playing with my alien. You know what I mean? That's all I'll do. Oh my gosh, man.
It'll be a fun time.
I don't even own the Nicolas Cage blanket. That's all Richard.
Yep.
That dang blanket goes with him everywhere. And it's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, do you really sleep with that thing? He's like, absolutely, man. Everywhere I go. I'm like, you're disgusting. I can't get into it.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to collect his man card one of these days from that.
That's the truth. Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah, it's just like he'll have it up in up in Michigan. So yeah, it's not good.
That blanket's gonna be making its rounds too. Everybody's gonna be getting their picture taken with that thing. So it should be fun.
It's like it's almost one of those things that you don't want to take a UV light to it because you just don't want to know.
There are some things better left just unknown. Yes.
I think Keith's got a message for you.
Give you hell for not making it here to Atlanta to see us. I know. I'm terrible sometimes. I know. But yeah, hopefully one time or sometime soon we can make that happen, guys. I would love that. So
yeah, you could walk down the street and see Mike there, and
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
you get bored in the same day.
Yeah, if you get bored, 2.5 hours southwest, we're down here.
That's awesome, though. That's awesome. I mean, just start like yelling at you guys from the street. You know what I mean? Just be like, "Yo!"
It wouldn't surprise him. Chad's done stuff like that out there, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet, dude. Oh god.
Yep.
Oh my god. It's so funny.
Chad's been here a few times.
Yeah, he's such a good dude.
Yeah.
So you got some. A lot of people probably don't know it, but you also do. You play guitar and sing and everything as well.
Yeah, it's weird too. Like I've been in a band ever since I was in college. You know what I mean? Just kind of off and on and play with whoever, and it's always been that thing that I just always was able to do and kind of fall back on and have fun with. And so now, I mean, we still play a couple times a month, probably. It's just another buddy and myself, and he plays percussion and sings, and I play guitar and sing. And God, we have a lot of fun with it, though. It's just kind of fun to kick back and just be able to do that, So yeah.
You jam with Hauser and all too, or not?
We're kind of talking about doing something like that, and I think it would be a lot of fun.
I got a stage here at Ashmore.
Do you?
Yeah, right out back. Yeah, we built a stage out back.
Yep, that's got to happen. That's got to happen. I swear. Like I'm still hoping that I'm gonna bring my guitar anyway to to Wilder, just to see if I can get up on that stage and play music, just to see if I can do that. I don't know.
They usually have guitars sitting up there. I think they had them when you and I were out there, Mike. I think there was guitars sitting on the stage.
Yeah, I think so.
I might, yeah.
I think there was.
I might have to just grab one. Let's see what
happens. You could probably ask Bobby. He'd probably just give you one to use.
He might. Either that or I was like, I'm always afraid of somebody yelling at me. You know what I mean? And be like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, shit. I don't want to do that. Yeah.
That's what we need to do next year. We need to bring G Crew in here and have a concert out back, and bring your buddy down, and I can probably find some, have somebody come down and play some drums, and or I don't know if your buddy plays. You said percussion. I don't know if he plays drums too or not. Then
yeah.
So there you go.
He does all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah,
it'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, it'd be a blast.
Gosh, yeah, I'd be all about that.
Well,
I would love to be.
I can't say who or anything or whether it's going to happen for sure, but we're actually looking at throwing a tournament out here for maybe like wiffle ball or softball or something like that here next year. So it'd be a perfect time to do something like that. Big party and
that would be the best. Yeah, that's what that's when I play the best. Is like the more people drink and stuff like that, the better I sound. You know what I mean?
and the tip jar gets that much fuller.
And that guy's good after about an hour, right?
Oh my God, this guy's amazing. Ah.
Throw another 20 in there. Keep him going.
Oh,
Keep you going.
Oh man, it's so crazy. But yeah, it definitely happens. That's funny.
Yeah, Keith, you mentioned here about coming to Ashmore. Yeah, you just need to come down here sometime. Let me know. I'm usually here about every weekend right now, so stop down sometime during the day.
Every weekend.
Yeah, yeah. I might have to take one off, if maybe two off in August, but yeah, it'll be at least then before I'm gone.
Yeah, to give you an idea about that, we used to talk like almost every day. Now it's almost like a weekly thing. Hey, just touch base. What's been going on all week?
Norma looked the other day, and I've been in Ashmore 19 days out of the 30 in June.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
August is already farther ahead of that. I've been here. I've been home, I think, 1-2 days in August so far, or in July.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask next, is if you're sleeping there, like on site.
I got a motor home, and then then we got the bunkhouses here too, and
Yeah.
they're heated, insulated, TVs, DVD players, air
Nice.
conditioned. So yeah, there's bunkhouses for 12 people.
Oh,
So,
that's great.
yeah, it works out nice. There's 12 beds and 3 different bunkhouses, and then
Yeah.
I just usually stay in the motorhome I got parked over here.
That'd be cool. Because yeah, I mean, you said it was a 2-hour commute home, right?
Right.
Yeah, screw that. You might as well.
That's what I've got.
Not gonna happen.
We got an investigation here tonight. There's 2 people here investigating tonight, and then there's another one on Thursday night, and then Friday night, Saturday night. So yeah, so I'm just like over here and spend the night.
Yeah,
and make it happen. So
it's kind of the way it goes. I mean, I'll stay the night here, even a night, sometimes 2 a week or whatever. I'm only 15 minutes away from home, though. You know what I mean?
Well,
oh man, but yeah, it's fun stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty close. I mean, Mike's a lot closer, but
yeah,
yeah, I'm really close. I open this door up and I'm in the hotel.
there.
Yeah, just open the door. 5 feet.
Just open the door. Good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, Mike, we're winding down on time, so you better do your thing.
Yeah. So
I always have to
you
remind
can
you of this.
investigate. No, like we've been having a conversation going. It's been fun.
No, I have to always
it's
remind
like,
you.
we don't get time. We don't. It's the memory. But yeah, I mean, if you could investigate anywhere in the world, where would you investigate?
Oh man, I've always wanted to explore Chillingham Castle over in England. I've always thought that would be super cool. Supposedly, like one of the most haunted places on the planet, even. So, being able to be in that place, I think it would be awesome. So yeah, but they do offer like overnight investigations too. I just talked to a group a few weeks back, and they had just gone there and stayed a couple nights. I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't even realize you could do that. So that was pretty neat. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely like one of the places I'd love to go, like someplace over across the pond.
I got to check out Colchester Castle in England. What was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. That was cool.
Oh, I did see that you were over there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's crazy.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's just so wild being there, just seeing castles and all the old like buildings and churches and all these are really cool looking old buildings.
I love that stuff, though, man. I absolutely love that stuff. If it looks all weird and dark and gothic, I'm all over it.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah.
I should probably steal Jenny's question too, right?
I was waiting to see if you're gonna do this or not.
Yeah, I should steal Jenny's question too because it was a good one.
She's got COVID right now, so she's probably not paying attention.
Yeah. Oh God, it sucks. Hopefully she's better soon.
Yeah.
So I got hit with this question a while back when I did an interview, and I was like, oh, that's good. I got to remember this. So if you
Yeah.
could investigate with 3 people,
Ooh.
they could be alive, dead, or fictional, who would you pick?
Oh my God. Mm.
Is that not a good question? Like,
That's a great question. That is a great question.
yeah.
Jesus, boys.
That's one. Oh
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll bring in JC. We'll bring in JC. You know who would be a lot of fun, I think, to investigate with would be somebody like Alexander Graham Bell, Nikola Tesla would be really interesting to investigate with, especially given certain things that we know now and certain things that he was just kind of working on and all of that stuff that was just coming to fruition, really. And now all the advancements and things like that we've made technologically, like I would love to bring some of those guys. Like, I mean, even some of the paranormal, godfathers, if you will, the Hans Holzers, the Ed Warrens, like all of these guys that came before us, that kind of set the stage for us, really. Like, I would love to see what they thought about what the hell we're up to these days. You know what I mean? They might just laugh at us. I don't know. But yeah. So that would be cool, though. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where's a good place for people to reach you or contact you about Malvern
So yeah, we have the Malvern, malvernmanor.weebly.com. And on there, I mean, you can find the calendar and all that stuff, and you can book the date like right through the website. It just emails me directly. So I'm kind of the guy you're stuck with you got to deal with me when you go and book all that stuff. But it's really pretty easy, really. I mean, the calendar's right there. You just pick a date that's open and we just go from there, It's pretty.
What did you say it was?
easy.
Malvern what? We believe?
malvernmanor.weebly.com.
Okay.
And yeah. And then of course, I mean, you can find the Malvern page through my website as well, which is just joshhurd.net. And it's all right there. It's just kind of the one-stop shop for everything. So yeah. But that's probably the easiest way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Trying to put it up here, but this keyboard and everything I'm using here is so small I can't really see anything without getting like on top of the screen. And so like, yeah. But I think you can find you on Facebook.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah,
we have the Facebook page and all that fun stuff. So yeah.
Still got some weekend dates coming up available, or
in December we certainly do have weekends available. Yeah. We have a few weekdays and things like that available too. But yeah, for sure. There's still some dates. Definitely.
So yeah, everybody can check you out at the Malvern Manor and or just check out Josh Hurd. And where are you going to be? You got some events coming up too, don't you? Besides Bobby Mackey's?
Bobby Mackey's, I think, is the next one that we're doing. So yeah, and that's August 13th, and then following week we're going to be doing Nick's premiere of Deathwalker in New York, and then my God, yeah, I'll be all over Iowa and Michigan and yeah, just all over the place. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun from that point. So yeah. But yeah, August is gonna get a little busy for sure. So it'll be a lot of driving. It'll be a lot of driving with Hauser riding shotgun.
No.
I mean, so yeah, I'll be in good company, boys.
Hauser's gonna ride down with you to Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's cool.
It should be a good time. It should be a good time.
So yeah, you're just gonna jump in the back of his bike and ride bitch with him.
We actually kicked that around for a minute. But I was like, Hauser, I don't know, pal. That's like a 12-hour drive for us. I'm like, I don't know how well I'm gonna fare on that bike for that long. So.
Yeah, it's a long trip.
Oh my God. I'll be walking all bow-legged and stuff, fellas, walking into that place, saunter into Bobby Mackey's.
Well, you look kind of normal though if you walked in there bull-legged, probably.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. This will only be, I think, my second or third time in Kentucky, so I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I've never been to Bobby Mackey's before though. So yeah,
been there once inside and once outside.
Sure,
So,
sure.
And
Yeah.
of course, Stevensville Rectory is right up the road there.
Yeah, that's what I hear, and so
it's just a few minutes away.
That's awesome.
But I don't think they're open anymore. I think it actually was up for sale. It might have sold.
Yeah, it was up for sale a while back. I don't know if it sold or not.
That's crazy.
So,
dang.
But, I've been there one time.
Yeah,
and, it was an interesting place.
Yeah, it seems like it should be pretty interesting for sure. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
Yep. So hopefully I'll get a chance to get down to Mackey's. If not, then we'll have to catch up with you someplace. Hopefully.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
So
let's get you over here to Malvern too, boys.
Yeah, I'd never been up there. Richard was supposed to let me know he was going to be up there sometime and get a hold of me and tell me he's coming up, and I was going to meet him up there. But he came down and met me. I guess I've never heard back from him, so I guess not. So, I think I had that on people, that ability to get pies thrown in my face and stuff like that. So.
Whatever.
Oh, I have. That's on video. So.
It actually, that's. I can vouch for that one. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Oh my gosh, boys, that's funny.
But anything else you can think of that we need to make sure we send people to or have them look you up?
Oh no, I mean, I'm just appreciative of the time and getting to hang out with you boys. I love hanging out with you guys and talking to you guys. You're fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time to chat with you. So now, you're sitting in Malvern Manor or not?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Well, see, Mike's at Rhodes. I'm at Ashbourne. You're at Malvern. That doesn't happen very often.
Exactly.
No.
This is pretty cool.
So,
yeah,
it is pretty cool. I was thinking about that like about 30 minutes or so ago. I'm like, gosh dang. I'm like, we're all just kind of in our respective spots here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I like that.
So, it's sitting in those places. And, looking around the walls here to see, but people have signed these things and everything, so it's kind of fun. So,
it's pretty sweet.
Okay. Well, I suppose we should let you get on with your evening.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, but I appreciate you guys having me on. I loved it. Thank you so much.
Same here.
No problem.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on. So it was great having you out here, and hopefully a chance to talk to you sometime here soon.
That would be great, boys. That'd be great.
I'll see you next month.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds
bring
good.
Robbin with you.
Well, I'm supposed to come down, but it just depends on the house situation. Because I don't know if I can get to Kentucky and Michigan both, because they're 2 weeks apart. So we'll see how the house is going. But
if anybody can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, Kentucky's not that far. I'm thinking I could come out here and work Friday, drive down there Saturday morning, and turn around and come back here Sunday morning.
That sounds like a plan to me.
There you go.
Perfect plan to me.
That's my usual trips. I'm used to being in a car, and I haven't drove over 2 hours for a long time now, so I need to get those. Maybe like my pre-Michigan 10-hour drive.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Oh, it's fun. It's fun, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for coming on, Josh. And
thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks,
Keifer. See you soon.
All righty. Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you.
Okay. Always good time there. So.
Yeah.
But so we got to get out of here, and I go out and see if the motorhome's cooled down any more from 99 when it was when I first got in there. Hopefully it has a little bit.
I hope so. That's
it'll
crazy.
be a long night if not. So that's a little warm. So
I couldn't believe that when you showed me that earlier. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, no kidding. So okay, well, appreciate everybody joining in with us tonight and hanging out with us. And next week we have a surprise guest. because it's a surprise to us too. We're not sure yet, but
yeah, we don't know what's going on yet.
So, but we'll see. So,
yeah.
and,
So next week we'll just jump on and be like, surprise.
Yeah, so come back because it'll be a surprise next week. So, but
Yeah.
so we'll see everybody next week. So,
yeah. Take care, guys.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Night, guys.
My name is Mike, and I'm the founder of the Lost Limbs Foundation. The Lost Limbs Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that provides assistance to amputee children in need of prosthetics. I started the charity after my own struggles after my leg being amputated just above the knee. Prosthetics cost thousands of dollars, and the average lifespan is 5 to 7 years on a prosthetic. Kids are constantly growing, so they'll go through multiple prosthetics throughout their life. This is the prosthetic leg that I use, and the cost was about $70,000. The Rhodes Hotel is in Atlanta, Indiana, and is owned and operated by the Lost Limbs Foundation. We are currently doing photo shoots, ghost hunts, and special events to help raise money for the charity. For more information, you can go to lostlimbsfoundation.org. With your help, we can help these kids one step at a time.